Hi guys, thank you for clicking play. Welcome to episode 9 of Glory Glory Tottenham Hotspur. Today we take on Manchester City at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. We've got one new signing to introduce to you and a few results to run through after the intro.
And there's no real disguise. Gascoigne shooting, and Gascoigne gloriously scoring.
So firstly, the brand new addition to the squad, and it's Denis Suarez, bought in from Barcelona for £6.75 million. We needed another option in the attacking midfield department, as we've been losing players left, right and centre. So Denis Suarez can certainly play behind the striker. He can play wide of him as well. First touch of 17, passing of 15, technique of 16, anticipation of 16, all very good statistics. Vision of 18, which is one that I particularly liked. It means he can ping the ball around. He has already taken part in a game and had an assist as well in the FA Cup against Bradford. But we'll have a look at the result of that in just a sec. One other line to bring you as well from the squad is that Moussa Sissoko is back from his loan spell at Levante. I thought with us losing Victor Wanyama probably towards the end of the transfer window, we were waiting for a decent offer to come in, to be fair. I thought it was only fair to bring Moussa Sissoko back into the fold. We had the clause to recall him from his loan. He's had a very good spell at Levante, so hopefully he can carry that back with us. Moving on to the results, we had a good win over Huddersfield Town in our first game at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. We've lost the second one. 2-1 to Crystal Palace. Luka Milivojevic scored a penalty after 28 minutes. Toby Alderweireld looked like he'd rescued a point, only for Max Meyer to score a winner for Crystal Palace with about 20 minutes to go. On reflection and looking at the statistics, it was no more than Crystal Palace deserved on the day. And then we took on Wolves at the Molineux, and as you can see, we left it very, very late. Harry Kane scored a 92nd minute penalty. Come on as a sub. Had a few messages to say he is very jaded and needed a rest. So he had an hour's rest before he was summoned, and he scored with virtually the last kick of the game. We then followed that up with a defeat at Anfield, not our favourite place to travel to. Sadio Mane and Roberto Firmino with either goal for Liverpool. We were poor, very poor. We have had to make a few changes. As you can see, Kazenga Sterling had to play. We had no one else. Christian Eriksen was not fit enough to start the match or to come on, really. He was only on the bench purely because there's no Lucas Moura, there's no Eric Lamela, hence the arrival of Denis Suarez, just to give us another option. And he would make his appearance from the bench at half-time and set up the winner for Vincent Janssen from a corner. 6 minutes from time as a much-changed Tottenham lineup beat Bradford City in the third round of the FA Cup. And last time out, we lost in the first leg of the League Cup semi-final against Everton. We didn't get out of the blocks very quickly at all. Cech Tosin put them in front on 2 minutes. Dominic Calvert-Lewin doubled the lead on 26. We huffed, we puffed. Leaves us a lot to do going into the second leg at Goodison Park. So, the FA Cup win over Bradford City has drawn us at home to Port Vale in the fourth round. Again, there'll probably be a lot of changes to be made to the team for that one. In the Premier League, we are down in 6th place after the 2 defeats over Christmas to Crystal Palace and Liverpool, respectively. We are only 5 points off the top. There's a little bit of a gap opening up to Everton just behind us and even further back to Newcastle. So a top 6 place is the aim for this season, obviously, but we want to qualify for the Champions League. Manchester City are second on 44 points. Let's take a look at the match preview. So, taking a look at the match preview, 6-4 we are to win the match. Manchester City are 13-8. Their form is excellent. Ours is inconsistent with 3 defeats in 5. We are going through a bit of a rough patch. Manchester City won the match that we played earlier in the season by 3-0. Team news, Son is away with South Korea in the Asia Cup. Victor Wanyama is unregistered because he wants to leave the club. George Kevin Nkudu is also unregistered. He's going to go out on loan somewhere. Eric Lamela is out with a torn thigh muscle. Lucas Moura is not in the matchday squad either. He picked up a knock against Everton and I didn't want to risk him because he's been in and out injured lately and we need him for the long haul, really. Claudio Bravo is missing for Manchester City, as is Fabian Delph. They have 3 doubtful players. Hopefully one of them is Sergio Aguero, but I doubt it. So let's take a look at the 2 starting lineups, starting with ourselves. So we start with Hugo Lloris in goal, Kieran Trippier, Toby Alderweireld, Jan Vertonghen, Danny Rose, Moussa Dembele, Eric Dyer, Moussa Sissoko, Christian Eriksen, Denis Suarez with Harry Kane up front. Man City start with Ederson in goal, Kyle Walker, Otamendi, Laporte, Mendy, Hector, De Bruyne, Silva, Bernardo Silva, Sane with that man Sergio Aguero up front. So it's always interesting when the champions roll into town. It's always a difficult one against Manchester City these days. Can we pick up 3 points, or at least not take a spanking? That would probably be my first port of call. Hector plays it wide, looking for Kyle Walker, but finds Bernardo Silva instead. Rose can't stop the cross. Sane's at the far post, Lloris with the catch. Walker picks it up, plays it to Silva. David Silva with the shot, and just wide. De Bruyne on to Aguero, don't let him come inside, hits the post with the keeper beaten. He sends it long, looking for Aguero, and he's got him behind Sergio Aguero somehow, but it's a good save from Hugo Lloris. And a chance for Bernardo Silva to get in behind, and he's gone beyond Jan Vertonghen. Danger coming. Plays it inside to Aguero. Saved by Lloris. And cleared by Trippier. Thank goodness for that right on half-time. We didn't need that. Into Aguero. Mendy. Saved by Lloris. And that is half-time. If this was a boxing match, it would be declared. They would have thrown in the towel by now. Hugo Lloris has certainly kept us in the game. Manchester City have been piling on the pressure. But we have got forward a couple of times. Hopefully, we can get forward a bit more in the second half and open the scoring and give Manchester City something to think about. Gabriel Jesus is on for Leroy Sane for Man City. And we're going to make a change as well. I'm going to take off Christian Eriksen. He's not had a brilliant game. Dele Alli is going to come on in his place. Kevin De Bruyne with the corner. Sends it in. Aguero's up. Free kick. And that should be a second yellow card, surely, if it's handball. De Bruyne with a free kick. Sends it in. Dembele heads it back across goal. Oh my goodness me. It's come off across the bar. Manchester City are looking for goals. I think that's what they've been doing for most of the match, isn't it? Trippier with the free kick. This might be our route in, you know, from a set piece. Dembele. Have a shot, Moose. Plays it wide to Rose. Will he have a go? Plays it across. Harry Kane is there. Oh, it's a good block from Laporte. Crucial block. Needed to do it. I'm going to have a look at another change with 12 minutes to go. Denis Suarez is looking tired, so it's going to be Anthony Jorginho to come on. I know, against Manchester City. I've not got much else, to be honest, ladies and gents. And we're going to bring on Harry Winks as well to replace Moussa Dembele. We are missing wingers left, right and centre, hence why Moussa Sissoko is playing right wing today. No Eric Lamela, of course, whereas Manchester City are just bringing on Gundogan. Mahrez is far side. We are near enough out of time. Walker, and there is the final whistle. Thank Christ for that. We have managed to get away with it somehow. Tottenham will have the happiest set of supporters. You're telling me they have absolutely battered us, other than in possession. We have been taken to the cleaners. But it's goals that count, and 0-0 was the scoreline. So that takes us 5 points off the lead. Obviously, with Manchester United and Arsenal having the chance to go above Chelsea in the later games in the weekend. So there we go, 0-0 with Manchester City, which won't happen to many teams. We defended pretty well. They were very unlucky, to be truthful. They probably should have had at least 1 or 2. We didn't really create much going forward. We are still looking to bring players into the squad. Obviously, Victor Wanyama wants to leave. We have a hole to fill there, which we will probably do before the end of January. We might just wait till the summer. We've got enough cover in that department anyway. We've got some work to do against Everton as well in the League Cup. You'll see how that turns out next time around. If you've enjoyed today's video, please leave a like. If you haven't subscribed to the channel and would like to do so, please click the subscribe button down in the corner. So a 0-0 draw with Manchester City is the result. How we got away with it, God will only know. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.